Hi, I'm Martin from Printer Party. Really quick video. This is at the request of one of our customers who, while they were taking their XP600 series printer apart, basically ended up pulling this ribbon cable here out of the control panel. So what's presumably happened here is the customer's reached this stage with this panel off, and they've either changed the panel, they've changed the pads, or they've done something along the lines where this has come off like this and then been pulled off. So effectively they ended up with their control panel in their hands like this, and this ribbon cable disconnected. The way you deal with this is you remove all 4 screws from the back of your panel here. Then you take the plastic backing off the control panel and you identify where the connection junction is, which is just here. Now your ribbon cable needs to go over and in to this connector just here. So the connecting point is just there. What you need to do is make sure this little flap here is in the upward position like that. And what you need to do, place your panel face down on the inside of the print bay. Put something in here to wedge your lid up. Find something suitable that will wedge the lid open and out of the way. We line up with the socket here. Gently bend that around so that it comes into contact with the socket, and just slide it into position just there. Once again, just going to gently slide that connector in so that the blue tape is in around about there. Then using something along the lines of an awl or a flathead screwdriver, a thin one, I'm then going to just take the hatch there, the little clip, and get that closed like so. As you can see, that's now closed onto the ribbon cable. You then need to take your plastic case. Oh, this is where I forgot something. The cable should actually pass through there. Now, if you've just taken the last half an hour to get that cable into position, I would forgive you if you decided to now clip the pieces of plastic just here so that this was no longer in. But I'm going to show you how to do it properly because, well, you're supposed to. But now that you've actually seen how to get it in without this bit in the way, hopefully you'll have a better idea of what's going on. So I just need to get my glasses back on and gently pull the hatch, the little clip and things out the way. Remove that. Then what I need to do is feed that bit there through and place it, that bit there and that bit there, so it stays mostly out of the way. You've got a hole here, and then you've got this bit just here which will hold it in position. That stops it from falling and causing you problems. And then you do what I did before, and you slide that cable into position into the holder. What you may find is that you actually have to get your thumb on the back of the cable to support it, holding it in, while you then flip the little catch down like so to hold it in position. Okay, so that's now got it. So now what I'm doing is I'm rotating this out of its holding position and carefully manipulating it back so that it matches up with our front panel. With the cable into the slot and this back panel back in position, you then need to put your 4 screws back into this back panel to secure it. But you need to make sure you don't slide around or pull this unit away from here, or it will disconnect again and potentially damage it even more. Being very careful not to drop your screws into the insides of the printer or on the floor, you now carefully secure the back plate. Now that all of those screws are back on and the cable is still secured, we then gently and carefully turn this back over, slide this retaining lug into its hole there, and carefully place that bit on the little resting spot there, so that this opens and closes. You just press down on this while you're doing this, by the way, so it opens and closes properly. If you still haven't actually taken the pad out, but you've gone through this already, what I'd recommend you do is close that up like so, and then just run a piece of tape over the top of the printer from here down to here. So I'm just going to use a couple of sticky labels like this, but basically the premise is the same. What you do, just put your tape like that, and down here like that, so that this is not going to lift. Okay, now I can mess around, pull that, and those bits of label will hold everything in position. So that's how you reconnect the front panel to that ribbon cable and get it all back up and running. And just to prove that's all connected correctly, just going to turn it on like that, let it power up, there you go, that's all working fine. Okay, obviously these panels all need to go back on, but I just wanted to show you the process for reconnecting that ribbon cable so that you could see how it was done and give you a bit more confidence. It is actually a bit finicky to try and get that cable in, but what you have to realize is you get it into position and then you put that little locking flap, that little plastic sort of hinged cover into position, and that locks it in place. So there you go. That's how you reconnect the ribbon cable to the front panel and get your printer back up and running again. I haven't done all the rest of the disassembly and reassembly because you've got that in other videos, but trust that's been useful. See you in the next one. Bye bye.